We're gonna work.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a boy, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own. And in your eyes, you're in mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark. You between my arms. Barefoot on the ground. Listening to our favorite song. When you said your lonesomeness, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shared my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share his home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets. To carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Your girl, please be my man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark. You between my arms. Barefoot on the ground. Listening to our favorite song. When I saw you, I confess, you look so beautiful. I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark, with you between my arms, barefoot on the ground, listening to songs. I have faith in you. Now I know I have met an angel person. And he looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
Yes, I love it. Ah,
Thank
your voice
you.
is so magical to me. It's like so unique and good. Like, but it's also it's unique, but it's also like that classic, like soulful alto. Just love it. Yeah, contralto is a more like classical classification. I'm always like I don't know how people apply it to pop music. I think they just say whatever they want. So yeah, totally. You are that. Yes. um yeah. Um but I really what I love is that you had release over the top, dancing in the dark, and it was like nice and like full and released. I love all of that interpolation and stuff. Can we let's talk about that because everybody loves a good riff, but what you did that really made it the best is like a riff is always an expression of something specific, right? It's never just like, listen to my voice do this awesome thing, because then we would be distracted from the emotion of the piece. We would be like kind of taken out of the song. And um, I was big guilty about that when I was younger. So I can't say anything. I was big guilty about. But then I really kind of I used to study riff. I had like a notebook where I would like write out the little shapes of riffs. It's funny. But it's almost like an instrumental solo, like a little whatever. And but it's like with our voice that we use. So
You mean, I just want to make sure I understand. You're talking about the part where the singing stopped. It was just like the instrumental part.
no, like what? Well, yeah, that's true. But like when you do like a dancing in the
Oh,
dark, like you're being very specific and like deliberate with that.
right,
It's not
right.
just a vocal trick, like it means stuff. So I think that's like a really good lesson. Do you have a way that you like think about it, or you just do it and you don't think about it?
Honestly, what I do, what I kind of try to get away from is I have to learn a song literally.
Okay, sure.
And I have to make it, I have to sound exactly like the song. And
Okay.
I have a friend, she's great. Like she'll change, everything about the song and make it sound great.
Hmm.
So I've been trying to learn that. But what you hear, I mean, maybe I think it's in the song, maybe it's not. Because I learned that
Not
a while
all of
ago.
that is in the song.
No.
It was close, but not all of it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
It
probably
sounded
just,
like your own. Yeah.
yeah, probably just to kind of break it up so it didn't
Okay,
sound
so what can we
boring.
do with this? All right. Okay. Then that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Um, so we're gonna try things. I love how people can try to sound exactly like the original, but still, yeah, because it's always gonna be you, right? Like, something's
Pretty
gonna be.
much, I guess so.
So here's what I want to do, right? Because like your emotion is so good, and like the meaning is so there, and the voice is so present, and it's the right song and the right key. So let's do something, right? We're gonna overdo it a little bit just because we have to do it from the top. So like I found a love. Change one teeny tiny thing in every line for me, like one more little thing or one less thing. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Like teeny tiny changes.
Right.
Try something, and if it's bad,
That's
honestly, that's
stuff
fine.
I want to learn to do. That, yeah.
You know how to do it.
Okay.
So the only thing is like there's trial and error. So you're gonna find something and go, "Oops, I'm not gonna do that again." And like then you're gonna find that thing. You're like, "Oh, what did I just do? That was so good. Wait, I can't do it again." So let's start it again, like Lionel Richie trying to sound like Neil Diamond. Right? It's just not gonna happen. Um, so yeah. So let's try it. Change one small thing, or if you want to go bigger, you also can do that. So one thing to think about is like when we ornament, which is what Anastasia did before, is we can like repeat something. I found a love like that. We can, if something is um walked, we can skip. I
Uh,
found a love instead of walking. We can go in the opposite direction. I found a love and then walk, So there's like little, just like kind of go on a little maze. Like this is the target, so I'm gonna go there. Let's see what happens, and then like make your way back.
yeah, okay.
Let's try it.
Okay.
We full
um,
permission to be messy. Be messy. Yeah.
okay. I found the love for
Yes.
me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my
But wait,
lead.
okay. Can I hear that with the
Wow,
accompaniment?
that's like easier than it seems to do.
Hmm.
Maybe
Do
because
it. Do it with the
you didn't
accompaniment, because then
practice.
you'll hear extra things in the instruments that you'll want to do that.
Yeah, that's so cool. Because it still sounded decent, right?
100% decent, and then it's yours.
Right.
Um, what's one of my favorite things to sing in a gig is "Give Me One Reason." You probably sing that. So, and it's because the more like with each verse, I just go a little crazier and a little crazier. So like by the end, it's like, give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back around. Yeah. Like as
Yeah,
long as I'm making it something emotional, then it makes sense. Otherwise, it's just
right. That's a
okay.
great
So
song
wait.
to do it with too. I don't know if you've heard it, but there's like almost a rock version of that song. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he killed it. Like
Yeah.
I don't even listen to the original anymore.
I love the original, but it's like a blank canvas. It's like,
Yeah.
to do what you want. So okay, so let's start the track again and do it with the track.
Okay.
That was so good. I want you to hear what it sounds like together.
Okay. Hopefully YouTube won't throw in a commercial.
So you can walk it, you can skip it, you can go the opposite direction, like you just for me, like come from a different direction.
I found a love for me.
Yes.
Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead.
Because you know where you are, right?
Well, I found it, boy, beautiful and sweet. I never knew he was that someone waiting for me. Oh, okay, you've created a monster now.
This is good. This is so good. Keep
That's so
going.
cool how you can do
Keep
that.
going.
Wow. And I never wanted to do that because I thought it would change the song too much.
Mhm.
Like I thought, I wanted to sound like the song.
I think it does. I mean, the thing is because you're giving the audience credit for the fact that they already know how it goes. That's like it's like American jazz standards, right? Like you don't want to hear blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Maybe you want to hear that for the first time, and then you want to hear bluebirds singing in a song, da, 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 nothing but bluebirds all day long. Like what you want to hear what they're doing with it.
Right, right, right.
So you're not gonna you're so connected with it, your brain, you're not gonna get lost in it too, because when you were doing that, I knew you knew exactly how to get back at any moment. You could have just
Right,
snapped right back in.
right,
So
right.
because you know that song, you can do your taxes and sing the song, right? You know it in that depth.
Pretty much.
So so that did it was anyone else like super thrilled with that? Because I was like, yeah. Um, and you will get to a point where you'll be like, okay, maybe that one was a little much, and then you'll balance it out. Yeah, in the groove, yes, it was just unique. Yeah, unique. And that's your calling card, right? So like if you're doing covers, obviously if you write the song, that's your calling card too.
Right.
But um, you and then there's gonna be someone who's a purist and I'm like, no, that doesn't sound like the song. But like everyone else is gonna be like, oh my god, I love what you just did with that. Oh my god, your voice. Oh my god. So I would say if that is like calling you and that seems like fun and freedom and expression, 100%
Yeah.
do it. Um, and in the cool thing about it is in practice, you really can go too far and then just go. Okay, if you ever want to hear too far, I know this is someone I love. Okay, listen to Christina Aguilera's version of "Oh Holy Night."
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's it's very 90s, if you know what I mean. It's like late 90s, but she's in all of her Christina glory. There's a gospel choir behind her, and she's just like it's like a very sexy Christ was born. I don't know. Like it's over the top. And like she sells it, so it's like fine, okay, fine. But but like listen to it and you'll be like, maybe that's a little much. And then maybe you don't do that. And then, maybe that's not you. And then you say, okay, well, what feels like me? And then you'll find that. And then like the next time you sing the song, it's gonna be nothing like you just did because how do we bottle that? We can't.
Right,
Like
right,
sometimes you
right.
can record it and then be like, oh yeah, let me remember that one because that was good. But most of the time you're going to be in the moment just creating
Yeah.
it new every time, which is so thrilling.
Right. I think that's what I love about it too.
Hmm.
The fact that there's no I mean, although I know the song, no real preparation, and I guess just the excitement of saying, "Oh, okay, this is gonna be a new song tonight."
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super thrilling. But it's like you really do, like you really have to, I know what you're saying, you really have to know the song to that very deep, intimate level to be able to
Right,
leave it and then know where you were when you
right.
came back. So like I started singing more jazz before the pandemic, and they would go off on these long tangents of like instrumental solo, and I would have to keep being like, okay, a tune, and I would have to like sing the tune in my head so I know when to come back. um, and because they would go way so far from the melody that I wouldn't just be able to listen to it and know. I'd have to like count it in my head. So, but that stuff like you can play, you can do stuff.
Thank you so
So
much for
yeah, I'm
saying
so glad you sang today. That was so good.
that. Thank you.
Anyone else want to hype this lady up? So good. I'm such a fan. I'm a fan. Um, so yay, thank you. All right, so love the tone. Yes, 100%. Very rich and unique. You know what? How do you feel about head voice singing? Like, yeah,
I mean, you're talking to her,
yeah.
everybody. Oh, full disclosure, I just quit smoking 2 months ago.
Okay, yay.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm trying to get that back. I lost a lot of range
Okay,
recently, and
if you feel like playing around with that, I would try "Kissing You" by Des'ree.
I don't know if I know that. Let me
Yeah,
write
you
that down.
do. The aching, 'cause I'm kissing you. Oh, it's from the '90s. It's from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack.
Oh,
I'll send it to you. Wait,
all right, thank you.
I'm gonna,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna link
because
right
I've been
now.
trying to work that out.
It has a lot of that head voice kind of but the bottomness would be like so perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you this link right now. Okay, copy. How do I copy it? I have to click on it. Okay, I copied the link and it is going in the chat. Okay, great. Okay, so so thank you so much for singing. That was so good. Um, everyone who sang, I'm so proud of you. And like, so talk to me about like how this whole experience was, like learning from other people and being in the cheering section, being able to share ideas. Like, what do we like about it? What could we use more of something, less of something? Because we're gonna do more of these, and I want them to be amazing.
I like the encouragement of the other people commenting.
Yeah, I do too. I think everybody. It was a really, really good group.
And it's always different singing for an audience than singing to yourself or for one other person.
Yeah, we can encourage.
Definitely. That's why I wanted to sing because I wanted that
Mhm.
experience.
Right. And this is why I like a masterclass setting because it's part lesson and part performance, right? It's like kind of a concert that you're getting, but then we stop and talk about it and we break it down and try things. So I think there's students that I have that like don't perform, that they're talented and whatever, but they don't really perform that much. So that when we have like our recital every year or we have our open mic in the summer, it's like this new thing comes over them and it's a whole different thing. So I think something like this, it's a little bit safer because it's from your house, you know. Um, we can it's a chance to just sing for people, but in sort of a contained environment because like this is not getting reviewed on page 6 or anything. Um, so that's why I like it. Did anyone have aha moments today? Did we learn anything? You could put in the chat like your takeaways. It's the fish tank scene. Jack, what does that mean?
It was the Romeo and
Oh, the fish
Juliet.
tank scene of the movie. Yeah, yeah. I can't believe you know what that is.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh my gosh. The springboard diaphragm. Yes. Anything else? Anyone? I learned so much. I learned so much from teaching, like hopefully, you know, almost as much as I'm teaching. Helpful to sing the songs in different ways, emphasizing different words. Yeah, cool. So that's always a good, because yeah, sometimes like people be like, but this is voice training. But it's like when you think about emotion and you think about diction and words, it changes the voice. Um, Especially like, and I didn't really, oh yeah, using riffs for specific emotions for sure, because you'll know when someone's just showing off, and then you're like, could I could we get back to the um but when they're really using it, who taught me that actually is like Brian McKnight. Like, do you remember the song One Last Cry? Anybody? And he goes, I know I gotta be strong, because around me life goes on and on. And it was like, oh my God, like it was just so much emotion. Um, so on my YouTube channel, we do a thing called Riff School, where we will take those riffs and break them down into like the different parts so you can learn to sing them. Not that we should be copying everybody's riffs all the time, but just like to give you practice of like how riffs are put together and done, and then eventually you can speak the vocabulary. So, okay. So I would like, so the rest of the month, these are going on. I'm gonna cough, so I'm gonna grab my coffee that's right there. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do, so the next one of these is on Saturday. If anybody that attended today wants to sing on Saturday, just let me know. And because I have, I think, just 2 students that are my regular students who are going to sing, and then everything else I'm going to open to the group.
What time is Saturday?
It's at 1:30 Eastern. I'll be in West Babylon. You can come in.
I have a lesson that morning.
Right, right. So we can have bagels. Okay, so here's the deal. So I would like to keep going with these, and I want to do some kind of like a fun, like a membership where we can get together, learn from each other, and it's kind of more affordable than like taking, so like 4 voice lessons with me, right? Like my new rate is $90 an hour. So that's $360 a month. So what I would like to do is have a membership where we do this twice a month. So it's like a group, almost like a group lesson. I will actually lead a warm up first. So I'll be at the piano. Everybody will be muted and you'll sing along. And then I'll pick someone to like sing this part, sing that part, whoever wants to, or not. I'll never throw you in the spotlight. And we'll all stretch together, and I'll talk about the different stretches and what they do and how we can stretch our voice and different other things. We're going to do that, and then we'll have singers come, and then everybody warmed up. So twice a month we'll do that, and then once a month we're going to have just like a group chat where we're on a call, we're talking about singing things, but not necessarily singing. Like someone can ask a question and we can talk through, like, let's say I'm having this issue when I sing that I can't support as well. That this happened to me. Like I couldn't support as well when the pressure was on, and I realized I was tightening my abs because I was nervous. So like, talking through things like that, talk about like vocal health, talk about overcoming stage fright and, imposter syndrome and all of those things that happen to us. And so that would be like kind of like an hour call or something. We can all share ideas, but we're not actually going to be singing. And so if anyone is interested in that, so it would be like 5 hours with me a month. So 2 hours of masterclass twice at varying parts of the month. And it would be rotating because everyone's got different schedules. And then one coaching call. And then it's a chance to just like be working on your voice and have a community. There's also a Facebook group that we will be on where I'm going to be posting. So the free Facebook group, oh, someone's here. The free Facebook group is Singing with Stephanie. Totally join that. I'm going to be posting in there. I will have some little clips of stuff. And then And then, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, the free group. But then the members only group is going to be where I post if I have like open times to teach a private lesson, or if we're going to have prizes every month. So you can win things like you're going to sing at the next masterclass, you are going to get a free half-hour coaching with me one-on-one, or somebody of the people who attended today is going to win a month for free of this. So everyone who showed up today is entered into that. I just have to write down who all showed up. And like, it's going to be super fun. So if you are interested, I have two little offers that I will put in the chat. One is the monthly. So it's like you just pay per month. It'll be like automatic thing. And one is if you want to commit for 3 months, then you save like $60. So I will put those in the chat right now. I have it right here. Now that I looked up all of this thing. And of course it timed me out and I have to sign back in. And then for anyone who was on the call, if you join by the end of the month, you will get a free half-hour coaching just for being on the live call. So here is the monthly. Okay. Going right in there. Bam. And then here is the quarterly. Copy in there. Oops. Okay. Okay. So that's what I got. I would love to keep doing this. I think that something was missing from what I was doing with the private lessons, because I have such a good relationship with everybody, and I really feel like you know, we get to know each other on such a level, but then like my students don't know each other that way, and it's like really funny that you don't have the network of the people that I have. Like you just have me, and it's like, but you could have everybody. We're all a network. So this is a way of everybody coming together. I'm going to be bringing in my my regular weekly students into this as well, and so we can keep this wonderfulness going. It'll be interactive. And that's what I'm thinking. That's my plan. So if you had fun with this, I would recommend. The rest of the month is free, you know. So if you got it now and like you paid for it now, then you wouldn't pay again until October. So, you know, you wouldn't like have to pay for extra things. So let me know if you have questions, or if you want to do it, or if you have ideas that we could do. I'm happy to do them. So whoever from this group, you have a chance to win a free month. That I'm going to be announcing at the end, toward the end of August, because we have at least 2 more master classes of people who will come. We got that. Everybody who shows up, everybody who signs up by the end of the month will get and the end of the month, if you were on this call, will get a free half-hour coaching. And there was a third thing. Oh yeah, and somebody will sing on the next masterclass who wants to, for being here. So Kendra, you're in. It doesn't have to be Saturday because there's going to be more, but it can be Saturday too. At my 1:30, which are you on the West Coast? Yeah, so it'll be your like 10:30. Yeah. So that's all I got, you guys. Thank you for coming. I thought this was so amazing. We really got to hear a whole bunch of different musics and, you know, share ideas, and I feel really, this was so beautiful to me, you know. So if you're into it, let me know any way I can help. And I will see you guys on Saturday, and I will see you either in the free Facebook group or in the new members only Facebook group. So thank you guys. Have a great night. Let me know if anyone has questions. You can all unmute yourself if you want to. Patches on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
everything is
you.
perfect. Jack, you can sing on one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have anything
And I
prepared.
found my City of Angels book.
Oh, so no
Found
one
it.
took it from you, so you had it?
Yeah, it was right in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Thought I lost it forever.
Bye, Stephanie.
All
Thank
right, see
you.
you soon.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. Good to see you. So good. It was so good. So good. Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie. Sorry I missed
No, that's
more
okay.
half of this.
If you can come
Right.
back, so Saturday's gonna be the next one, and then I was thinking like not like the following Monday, but maybe the one after that, or like maybe the Thursday after that. I'm trying to like do different
Okay.
times so people can do different schedules.
Oh, great. So Saturday, what time?
It's at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Where are you at?
I'm Eastern Standard
Oh,
also,
perfect.
Florida.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little lunch masterclass.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Okay,
All
and
right.
I'll send out the links for that probably tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording first.